Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Hope you guys are out there enjoying yourselves, getting ready to have some fun. Let me know how the sound is, if the music is too loud, if I'm too loud, all that good stuff. You know, we're gonna just use the first few seconds of the live stream to kind of get all that settled in and make sure we're all right before we get started. Plus, you know, there's always people, you know, tuning in as soon as they get that notification and all that good stuff. But anywho's, hope you guys are doing well. You know, we're just sitting out here on the beach, you know, just me and Lambo as usual, answering your questions about living in Mexico. And I mean, what more do you want? You know, I mean, than a guy named Jose with his donkey. I know he's a horse, but anyways, don't tell him that. And we're just out here, you know, just answering your questions. All right. So, you know, shout out to everyone out there. Hope you guys are ready to rock and roll, you know, all stretched out and all that good stuff as we like to do here, you know, just hanging out. I was actually editing a video before, you know, we came out here, and I completely forgot about the live stream. Not because of that I forgot. I knew we had to do this today. It was just the fact that, like, there's something going on with the YouTube thingamajiggy today, and all the timing is off. So, you know, sorry about all that, for any confusion. Also, Jose Novelo, unfortunately, he had like a bit of a lawyer emergency, you know, and he had to go take care of some stuff with a client, and he couldn't make it today, unfortunately. He had to take care of one of you guys, and, you know, that it is what it is. But he'll be here next Thursday. This Thursday, it's just you're stuck with me and Lambo, and you can ask me all the questions you want. So first question, all right, let's just get into it already, I guess. You know, shout out to everyone out there that made it, you know, to the show. Shout out to Angela, Joseph, Haska, Son, Steve, Mead, Henry. Shout out to everyone out there. Soul, Phone, everyone. Okay, so real quick, first question is, hi Jose, my American dollars can only be deposited into my American debit account, correct? You know, when you get your retirement or whatever check you're getting from the U.S. government, it has to be deposited in a U.S. account. So how can I turn these dollars into pesos the most efficient way every month? Well, there's many options, believe it or not. And one of the options, which I'm not going to talk about too much right here, because I'm actually making a sponsored video with these guys. So again, you know, we're getting some sponsors on the show. Things are going great. But hopefully that video will drop this Sunday, next Sunday. We'll see. But it's going to explain to you guys, you know, exactly how it works. But long story short, the dollar app is an option. Wise is an option. You know, I've never used Revolt. I used to use MoneyGram. There's many ways. You know what I mean? The reality is that the ultimate way is for you to, number one, have a Mexican bank account. Once you have a Mexican bank account, then it makes it so much easier to just transfer money from one end to the other, you know, to get your American dollars converted into Mexican pesos. However that works, you know what I mean? That's none of our business. You know, we're not the tech savvy people here. But long story short, you know, there's a bunch of options out there, and you know, that's you know, the thing is, it's like, what is your situation? Do you have a Mexican bank account or not? If you have a Mexican bank account, it's, again, there's options out there, you know, because again, it's just like things like Wise, you know, or, you know, even the dollar app can provide an option for you to, you know, exchange your money. The thing that I like about this so far, you know, again, I'm gonna make a full video in full detail. See, look at this. Oh wait, hold on. Get it on the thing. When you, oh wait, there. So, hold on, let me get the sound effects there. Jeez, right? Hold on. Everyone, the audience.
Bruh.
Okay. But when you open it, look at that. The card comes out. Wow. So how cool is that? But anyways, you get one of these cards in the mail, and basically, this helps you. You know what I mean? And getting your pesos the most efficient way, because it's only like $3 a transfer. I don't know too much about it. I got to make a video on it, and once I learn, I'll share with you the information, okay? But that's just one option. I use Wise. I've used MoneyGram. I've used many options. So if you don't have a bank account, you know what I mean? The dollar app is a good option. Meaning if you don't have a Mexican bank account, okay? I don't know if I, sorry. If you don't have a Mexican bank account, Dollar App is a good option. MoneyGram is a good option. There's a bunch of options. Wise is only a good option if you have a Mexican bank account. And that's the thing, it just all depends on that situation. But there's like a bunch of options. And, what was I going to say? It all depends on like a lot of things. Like for example, on Wise, you can get some really, really good rates, but it all depends. A lot of times you might end up paying like $30, to move $1,000. And from what I understand, using something like this is only like $3. So it all depends. There's a bunch of options. So like I said, I'm going to be making a video talking about that topic soon, and I'll provide more details. Right now, I'm just here to just answer easy questions, throw me softballs, hit some balls here, right? We're doing some batting practice in a sense. But yeah, the reason I wanted to bring José Novelo on the show today, the lawyer that, is a good friend of the show. He's here on the show all the time, and we make videos all the time, was to talk about the whole immigration issue, because that RNE program, that program in which, you guys can get your temporary residency without having to prove any financials. All you got to prove is that you live here. It's been renewed again. And so, it was just going to explain more on that and talk about other immigration topics and things like that. So hope you guys are having a wonderful night so far. So what time is it out there for you guys? Because right now it is 5:40 p.m. where I'm at. But anyways, I guess let's talk about the channel for a minute while I wait for more questions to come in. But yeah, I got a sponsored video coming up with the Dollar App. I got another sponsored video with another surprise with another company there. I wanted to show you guys. And again, these are all products or things that I know, are going to be helpful. And, you guys would most likely use, again, I'm not just, doing any sponsored videos on whatever. But on top of that, like, it's things that I would recommend because I've used myself, And, like I said, sorry, hold on, my phone. Anyways, and I've used myself. I'm not going to just sponsor whatever. So, anywho. Okay. So, Claudia Monge, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Claudia Monge says, can I bring my houseplants when moving to Mexico driving? I mean, technically, yes. The thing is that one of the strict things that they have at borders, any border across the world, but one of the things that they're really strict about, especially a U.S.-Canada border or U.S.-Mexico border or even border in between states, is sometimes they restrict certain kinds of plants, certain kinds of animals, certain kinds of things like that. So if they're just regular houseplants, you'll be fine. But if they're like some special weird breed or what have you, maybe just do a little quick research, to see, basically, can I bring my, Vancouver tulips to Mexico? And then they'll be like, yes, Vancouver tulips. Google will say Vancouver tulips are totally safe. Or they'll say, no, Vancouver tulips are banned because XYZ. So Google's a good thing. But I think if you just got regular plants, you're fine. I don't think they care. But yeah, let me see. Okay, 440, 540, 640 Chicago. Okay, all right. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's a Google thing then. Okay, it's not. I thought it was something else going on. So not Google. It's a YouTube thing. Because again, I was working on the back end, with uploading videos and doing things like that, and it was just so weird. It was like a big time differential. I was like, what's going on? I also just did an update to the computer, so maybe who knows. People are so afraid of robots taking over. They're so far from taking over. But anyway, shout out to all our future robot overlords. Might as well make friends with them now, right? Shout out to you. All right. So Nicole says, so when you announce a video with José Novelo, will it be? It's going to be at the same time as this one. Okay. So that's why I kind of kept it at this time. So whatever time this is over there, it's the same time over there. I mean, same time next week. Okay, so same time that I'm doing this show this week, it's the same time we're going to do the show next week with Jose, because he's at the office, tending to clients. So he comes straight from the office over here, and then we just do a little bit of pre-game, because he gets here at 5, and we got to set up, and get everything ready, and then we're ready to go by 5:30. So, all right. All right, got some questions coming in. All right, let's see. Best restaurants to visit in Merida. I like, what kind of food? All right, Henry, let me know what kind of food. All right, because if you're talking about just Yucatecan food, you can go to a place like La Chaya Maya, which is, very touristy, but it's very high-end, Yucatecan food. Or you can go to like the, the restaurant that the Yucatecans go to, which is, La Pequeña Susana. There's a bunch of restaurants, but that's my personal favorite, La Pequeña Susana, because, that's where the Mexicans really go, or the Yucatecans really go for a really good Yucatecan meal, well served, meaning like big portions, like fat portions. So my recommendation. All right. Next question. What are the best and safest areas to buy a house in Merida? Best neighborhoods to live? Well, Blanca, I mean, it really depends, on what you consider that, but what you consider safe, and what you're really looking for. But I'm gonna go be how do I say this? Be very vague here, and just let you know that here. You know what? I'll pull up the map real quick. Might as well. It's a good. Thank you, Blanca. Great question, topic. Okay, so 1 second. Let me let's get the map. See, this is great about these live streams. We can just, okay. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Magic. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right. The audience is actually saying. Bruh. All right. Okay. Here we go. So, this is the city of Merida, and, the reality is that the safest place is the whole city. I mean, really, in my opinion, from where I come from. I think the whole city is extremely safe. But if you want to go to even safer, safe is the north. So, all right, we're going to just kind of pull it up here, all right, the north of the city. So, right here, Centro is the center of the city. Then we got the east of the city, and then we got the west, and then we got the south, okay? The south is great. This area is great. The east is great. The west is great. They're all great. In fact, the further south you go, the further down here you go, okay? The further in this area you are, the more likely you're going to be able to find affordable housing, okay? This is the cheaper, okay, part of the city. Now, if you want to go to the safest, 100%, and the more expensive part of the city, then you're coming up here to the north, okay? So everything that's like the north, all right? And to be exact, everything you're seeing kind of like on screen there, all right? For the most part there, okay? So there, okay? From kind of like, there. Okay, all that going north. So, and then the more north you go, you like up here, like let's say City Center, or La Isla, or Harbor Mall, or, over here, this part, or Alta Brisa, all these areas right here that I'm pointing at, these are, extremely safe, but they're also very expensive. These are all the most expensive areas, okay, of the city. All right, all these areas. So just keep that in mind, all right? So these are much safer, but they're also more expensive, okay? But to me, this is extremely safe, It's all extremely safe. So it's all, depends. Now, what places are probably the most little bit dangerous? Like this area right here. Like really stay away from the, kind of like this area. Is this it? I think. Yeah. So this area, which is the extreme east. This area is no bueno a little bit. Canacín is really pretty good, but some people say it's shady. No bueno, but I go there, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff there because of the, they have a lot of agriculture there, so you can kind of, anyways, whatever. We go there to get plant stuff, you know what I mean? For, what is it, fertilizer and, plants and, things like that. They got growers out there, so whatever. Anyways, it's a nice town, all right? But it used to be not so nice, but they've revitalized that whole area. But this is an area where a lot of Mexicans that are coming from lower income housing or lower income situations, like in Mexico City or other parts of Mexico, they like to come here because it's extremely cheap, because there's a lot of bad rap, with how dangerous it is. But honestly, in my opinion, Cauquel is probably more dangerous than Canacín. But what do I know, all right? But they're not dangerous either way, in my opinion. But this area right here is kind of known to be dangerous, but it's not dangerous either. It's not. Don't be thinking it's dangerous. It's not like the dangers that you might be used to back in the U.S. All right, it's really just maybe this is like the really poor area, all right, in a sense. I don't know what else to say. But anywhere here, so basically, a rule of thumb is basically stay within the periphery. All right, so stay within this big yellow, the big yellow circle that's going around the city. Okay, but the safest up here. That's it. Anywhere up here, you're good. And then the closer you are to the periphery in the north, the safer, the better. Okay, all this area. All right. But you got to do your own research and come out and figure out what's best for you. By the way, if you're enjoying this information, you're enjoying and hanging out with us today, please feel free to hit the like button, share with your friends. If you hate them, share with them too, if you hate this content, share with your enemies, Anyways, whatever. All right, next question. Let's see. All right, hey Jose, I watched the video you sent me about converting my vehicle from America to Mexico, and I was wondering, where do I get it to a Mexican vehicle? So do I go to immigration, or look, honestly, I don't know. And be careful with, there's a lot of people out there that advertise that they do services like this. Some are great, some are bad. So please do your own research in the sense of check out, before you hire anyone to help you with this, do research in the sense of, that he has reviews. And a lot of these reviews, come from word of mouth or what have you. So, this is a complicated issue. I'm sorry. I wish I had more answers, but I bought my truck. I bought it here in Mexico, so it's a Mexican truck. All I know is about that. I don't know anything about the foreign plates, and whatever video I sent you, that's it. That's all I got. I apologize. I really wish I could help you with that. Maybe someone in the audience can help ES Caliber with this. So again, we're trying to build a community here. And by the way, maybe someone in the comments, if you're watching this later in the future, but this is what we're trying to do here, just kind of build a community, so that, we're all helping each other out. I don't have all the answers. I only have what I know. All right. But I do have a platform, okay, that we can all share. And please, feel free, to share, as much information as possible. Raymond says, do they have any dispensaries here? No dispensaries yet. It's like I was saying in other videos, it's already legal, so it's decriminalized, so you're good to go on all that. It's just that you cannot buy or sell it. So, people are getting around that with, donations, or maybe, you're buying a lighter and you get that as a gift. I can't really talk about it much here because whenever I do, it gets, I get in trouble. So that's why I just make dedicated videos about that subject. And that's it. But that's where we're at right now, you know what I mean? And so if you know anything about Mexico, it's just everything's just whatever right now, you know what I mean? So hopefully, I honestly, I don't think anything's going to happen until the next elections. And so the next elections in Mexico, presidential, are in June, July of next year. And so after that happens, the new president comes in, yada, yada, yada. So basically 2025. So early 2025, hopefully we should be expecting a change. But right now, like I said, if you go to some cities, you can get it delivered. When you in some other areas, you still got to just ask a friend. And that's it. But like I said, at the very least, it's, it's decriminalized, But just look at the videos I have on the topic on the channel, all right, for more information, please. Thank you, Raymond. By the way, I'm just going to scroll down, okay, because a bunch of people are asking questions. If I skipped your question, if I missed your question for whatever reason, ask it again, and I'll answer it. My apologies, please. Okay, let's go. All right. What do you think of what? Pedregales and Minisbala? I have no idea. I don't even know where that place is. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. All right, I apologize. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the top then, I guess. More questions. Questions. Put some music on, I guess, while we get some questions in. Yeah, Mexico's really not that dangerous. Again, certain areas of Mexico are extremely dangerous, but that's it. For the most part, Mexico is a lot safer than the U.S. in most areas. Do you know of any remote jobs that you would recommend for a U.S. citizen living in Mexico? I'm actually going to be updating my website soon with a bunch of job websites that you guys can check out and see what's up. But I don't. But I would just say, look on Google, search online. I know it's difficult, but like I said, that's what I'm working on. I do have a bunch of places, but I have nowhere to put them here. But that's why I'm putting them on a website. You know what I mean? So again, please, here, let me show you my website. Okay. So pretty soon I'm going to put them on my website. So, and then you're going to have all the information. Again, look right here, free resources for living in Mexico. Look at that, click, all right? And it's going to take you to a page, and we're going to have a bunch of stuff, okay? So, this is stuff that you can use, for, finding a place to live, the information on basics on what they're going to be asking you, everything you need to know before you move, and then, the lawyer, apostles, what is it, sorry, personal assistant, translation services. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Vet, eye doctor, dentist, real estate, whatever. Anyways, but I'm going to be updating the site with more information on that. All right, so let's see. What part of the country has the most temperate weather? I would say the middle of the country. Let's go back to the Google Maps real quick. But I would say, I guess, look, temperate, what does that mean? Just like regular, mild weather? I would say just anywhere in the middle of the country. This is where most people live. So like, Mexico City, Puebla, I guess Oaxaca, I don't know. Help me out, audience. Guerrero, a lot of these places. So what's in Guerrero, like Acapulco, you might not like. So Puebla. Every places around Mexico City. It doesn't have to be Mexico City. It can also be Oaxaca. It can be like Veracruz. I don't know, Chiapas. San Cristobal de las Casas is nice, I hear. But I don't know. I like the hot weather, so I just live in the hot weather. I go to Oaxaca and I'm freezing. So the reason why Mexico feels that the time is off sometimes is because Mexico stop up. Yeah, exactly. We don't have daylight savings time in Mexico anymore. But that's what I thought. I thought, oh, did you guys change the time? But you guys, you guys don't change the time anymore. No, but it's not that. I already know that. It feels nice. I like the fact that we don't have time zone. It's just because right now the sun's coming down at 6 o'clock. It feels right. It just feels right. It feels better. But no, it's something with the YouTube thing, or something with the computer. Something is off with the clock. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Whatever, I'll figure it out. It just happened, like, earlier today. So. What are your thoughts on the northern part of Mexico? Yeah, if you like the desert, if you like, certain things about the north, I have nothing wrong with it. So, like, the more north you go, there's differences between the north and the south. The more north you are of Mexico, obviously you're closer to the U.S., so there's going to be a bigger influence. Mexico's a monster country, just like the U.S., and it's very different from one point to the other. So, if you're on the border here, like in Monterrey, for example, which is right by Texas, Monterrey's a monster city, you go there, and it's like the Texas version of Mexico. You know, they got, you know, Tex-Mex. They got like, you know, a lot of beef, a lot of this. Okay, anyways, you know, the desert, you know, if you go areas to like, you know, Chihuahua, Ciudad Juarez, you know, all those areas, you know, it's a desert. You know, if you like that, same thing, you know, it's honestly, the thing is, it's like, it's what you like. Mexico's a big country. So, you know, out here in Baja California, here it's awesome. You know, again, it's like that beautiful desert with the ocean type thing that they got going. For Tijuana's a beautiful weather, but again, all of these cities are very different. Tijuana is more like Miami, and Merida is more like St. Augustine or Seattle. You know what I mean? It's like they're very different. You know, just like Miami's different to Seattle and LA. You know, like say same as Merida to Baja. So it's not just the weather; it's the people, the customs, the food. It's a bazillion things. So, you know, out here in Merida, since it's so close to the Caribbean, you know, it's Caribbean-esque. You know, the Mayan Empire was down here. You know, there's the Aztec Empire was up here. You know, a big difference, you know. So many things. And as you guys can see, all the green, you know, so it's like jungle. And then you go over here and it's like mountains. You know, here, let's go to the topography for a second. Look at that, you see? It's all mountains and stuff, you see? Look at that. And desert. So, I mean, I think like the highest peak in Mexico is like Arteaga. Yeah, that's right. Like my last name. In the mountains up here somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look it up. Yeah, see, there it is. See, right there. See? Look at that. Cool, right? So there's a lot of areas, you know, like I would just, that's the thing about Mexico, it's beautiful. It's like a huge place. You know, it's like when someone asks, hey, I'm moving to the USA. Where do you recommend? It's like, oh, geez, it's like, I don't know. What are you into? You know, it's like so much, right? So huge. It's huge. But anyways, Mexico's awesome. But yeah, look at the difference. Okay, so most of this of the east coast of the USA is heavily populated, but look how green it is. And so like the more west you go, look how mountainous and desert it is, and it's like nobody lives here. You know, and then you just go to the green, which is right over here, and like tons of people live here. You know, and the same thing kind of goes here too. You know what I mean? Like people live in the green areas. You know, it's hard to live in the mountains. So, I don't know. I'm sorry if that answered your question or not. I'm the worst. I keep hearing in the comments in some of my videos that I suck at answering questions. I go off on all these rants. So, hopefully... But, I mean, I've been to Baja. It's nice. I mean, I've been to Tijuana. To be fair. I've been to Tijuana. But I hear Baja's beautiful and Sonora is beautiful. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So, I mean, I got a friend that lives in Ensenada and he thinks it's great. You know, there's just I would just kind of do research on what parts. Look, those parts are some parts are dangerous, like in Sonora. But I think where's Mazatlan? Isn't Mazatlan like up there somewhere? I don't know. You know, I would just do a little research as to what areas are a little dangerous and which ones are not, and just stick to the ones that are not. And that's it. You know, you'll be all right. I promise. Pirate says, thought you were not going to do a stream. No, hey, I'm here. I come no matter what, all right? I'm always here. Stay hard. That's right, like Goggins says. So, no, again, you know, unfortunately, Jose had to cancel, but I was like, I can't leave you guys hanging like that. So I was like, let me at least show up for a little bit, and let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, the more questions you ask, the longer I'll stick around. You know, if it's, if it's not moving or, smoothly, then we'll just call it a night. But at least I'll show up and hang out for you guys for a while. So, shout out to you. So, Look, David Rogers. Shout out to David Rogers. You know, big fan of the show. We've done a bunch of videos together. He's driven down here before. Shout out to him. Saw mountains in the snow saw snow in the mountains on a volcano. That's right, because they got stuck. They got stuck in like San Luis Potosi. Is that how you say it? San Luis Potosi. So, but anywho. What was I going to say? So yeah, the volcanoes. We got volcanoes and everything. So, but yeah, the most temperate. I mean, honestly, the most temperate part is just like the middle of Mexico. I guess I don't know from where the people live. Someone did a video on it out there. So all these areas, it's a huge country. But all right. Oh, shout out to Scooby with the $10 super chat. Here's your tip in advance. Thank you for your time. No, I appreciate you guys for your time. I appreciate you guys for hanging out here and wanting to hang out. Thank you. Thank you very much. It still amazes me and surprises me how much I can help you guys and how much you guys love me. Because I love you guys too. All right, so shout out to all of you guys out there. But sorry, sometimes my answering of questions isn't the greatest. I'm not trying to, by the way, I'm not trying to be no expert out here. I'm not trying to be nothing. Again, let me reiterate my story for those that don't know. I came out here over 5.5 years ago. I didn't know anything about Mexico. I was a dumb gringo, just like, a lot of you guys out there. I just happened to know Spanish. I'm a Cuban from Miami. And that's it. I just kind of came out here and I don't know crap about Mexico. And I've been learning on the go. Again, the fact that I speak Spanish helps a lot. The fact that, I really, really, really love it out here helps a lot. The fact that, like, I married a Mexican, and she's awesome and the best, that helps a lot. All these things help me, be able to tell my story, or at least, help give information while I'm telling my story that's a little bit more relevant, to a lot of people out there. And that's it. And right now what I'm trying to do is tell other people's stories. So, like, for example, David Rogers out there, just like a bunch of other friends that we have, that have contributed to the show, where I've, interviewed them, showed them, where they live, or they've talked about how they drove out here, how they got out here, and trying to share your stories, or other people out there, even I've already interviewed somebody from, I think, Querétaro. Shout out to him. Shout out to Aaron. I don't know if he's out there watching, but shout out to him. And who else? Shout out to Michelle with the $10 super chat. Wow. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. By the way, please let me know if these sound effects are too loud or anything like that. I don't want to be blowing anyone's speakers. And if I do blow your speakers, my bad. All right? So I apologize. I'm just trying to put on some entertainment show. But anyways, Mexico's awesome. As you guys can see, it's just huge. And I've been learning as I go. Like, I was trying to make a video on this, and it's just taking me forever because it's just like the more I'm working on it, the more I realize, like, my God, this is so big and so huge. And, that's what she said. And so it's just like, man, it's so hard. So that's what she said. Listen, but anyways, so, like, as you guys can see, like, Mérida, Cancun, the Yucatan Peninsula, which is Campeche, Yucatan, Quintana Roo, is, basically, what you're looking at here. What you're looking at here on screen, over here. See? Ta-da! That's that. Okay? The beach. And then, other parts, like Mexico City is up in the mountains, and it's like the biggest city in the Americas. It's like huge, like bigger than LA, bigger than New York, bigger than all that stuff. And then you go to Oaxaca, and it's like amazing, some of the best food in the world, some of the best culture in the world. I don't want to get onto it, but you go to Baja California, north and south, and that's where the fish tacos come from. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenery. A lot of Americans, tons of Americans love this area. They love the border area. And then it's just the cartels kind of hang out here in the middle somewhere. But anyways, they kind of hang out all over the place. But whatever, they're just doing their own thing. Shout out to them. Thank you. Anyways, but yeah, the reality is that all that stuff's like very far away from you guys. And yeah, I would just kind of like figure out what kind of weather you want to live around, and maybe do some research on, what is it like? Once you figure that out, do a little research on what cities are in that weather area. Some people like it cold. Some people like it nice. Some people like it hot. I like it hot. I'm from Miami again. I like it hot. Beat it hot, hot, hot. So, yeah. So shout out to all you guys out there. Oh, shout out to. By the way, again, if I missed your question, okay, if you are asking me a question in the chat and I miss it for whatever reason, please ask it again. Feel free to ask it again. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Okay, J Ray, shout out to her, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. She says visiting Merida for 3. I gotta stop drinking coffee. It's already 6 o'clock. All right. Visiting Merida for 3 months, December to February, on a $2,000 a month budget. Is that okay? That's great. That's great. Living there on $2. Okay, so I'm actually making a video. Okay, which I don't know if I'm gonna drop this week or in a few weeks. You know, we've got a bunch of things working on here at the same time, but hopefully soon. But I'm actually working on a video where, again, you guys can live out here on a $525 or $600 budget. Okay, and I kind of go through all that. I've actually talked about talked more in depth about cost of living not too long ago, and I've made some videos on that. And you know, you can even support a family on that budget. So if you're, you know, visiting, you know, for 3 months, you know what I mean, you're gonna be totally fine. Sorry, I thought you were gonna say living, but if you're gonna be visiting for 3 months and, you know, 2K, yeah, 2K is plenty of money. Don't worry about it. You're gonna have money left over, most likely. Okay, especially if you're visiting. Now, if you want to go hog wild, you know, like hog wild and do it all, yeah, about 2K a month sounds good, you know. But I mean, if you're just coming out here and kind of like living out here, just, you know, filling the place out and just doing your day to day, yeah, 2K is more than enough. Okay, and that's like you got yourself a nice baller, you know, Airbnb. So hopefully that answers the question. Let's see. Lots of BS over importing a vehicle. Depends on the age of the vehicle. Yeah, exactly. This is so much. I don't even want to go into. I don't even want to wrap my head around that. So let's go back to the beach. I feel like the beach is nicer than just a map. Right? Look at a little music while we look for more questions. Michelle says, it's about 1 hour to the nearest beach. Correct. So let's just look at the map. Uno segundo, por favor. So as you guys can see from there, like the beach is right there. So it's like an hour. So even if you're coming from like the south, let's say you're coming from, look, I'll put it, the Canacine, okay? You're coming from there, right? You're all the way down south, all right? Canacine to Progreso. You see? 9 hours walking. All right, Jesus. Look, 42 minutes, all right? So let's get that and drop it off here. Look at that, right there in the middle. 47 with traffic, right? So it's like 1 hour, really. Okay, all the way down here. You know, see? You're good. Okay, so just so you guys can see, it's about an hour away, give or take, all right? You just go to the center of the city with the most traffic, all right? Look at that, still an hour, all right? So, an hour. No matter where you are. In the city, you know, if you're up here up north, everywhere. Okay, but there's more traffic here, whatever. So, if you want to go a little further, you know, let's say you want to go to over here. See, it's like a little over an hour. Okay? Let's go a little further south. So you see, it's really not that big a deal, guys, right? It's not that far, okay? Look at that. Look. All the way to Telchak. It's kind of far. Look at that. An hour. All right? See, anywhere you want to go, it's about an hour, all right? So, and again, obviously, the further you go, you know what I mean? Like, let's say Sisal. Well, no, Sisal's an hour. It has to be an hour, too. So it's like, yeah, no matter. Like, if you're going further than that, you know, look, I mean, come on. Jeez, look. All right? So, pretty good. Cancun's right there on the tippy tip. See it? And to get to Cancun, it's, you know, 3 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours, all right? With construction and stuff, so. All right. What's the average winter temperature in Merida? I made an actual video on the whole thing, all right? It's, I don't know what, it's very, here, we'll just do the average here real quick, I guess, but it's not Let's see, monthly. Yeah, by the way, these guys out there, you know, there's this thing called the internet. You see how the monthly charts here. Do they have monthly charts? All right, was it? What were you asking? Winter? Is that what you asked? Merida is it's not higher plane. Merida's it's a jungle. We're at sea level here. All right. Jeez Louis. All right, next question. All right, anyways, have you ever visited a coffee plantation there? No, I have not. I would love to, though. I love coffee and would love to see it grow. Me too. Me too. I would love to see that, too. Yes. All right, let's go back to the beach. Road construction in Mexico go fast? Depends. Are there places to live? Scooby asks, are there places to live close to the beach? Yeah, tons, yes. Is it more expensive? Kinda, sorta, yes. I would say yes. Always. It's always more expensive on the beach. Namid says, join the Discord. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's get I want you guys to join the Discord. By the way, I'm never in the Discord, but this is a great spot where you guys can continue the conversation, okay? And can share a lot of information, okay? And talk to each other and do all kinds of stuff, all right? And if it keeps, you know, moving and people keep joining and talking and hanging out and doing all that, well, guess what? We're going to keep promoting it and growing it and all that. So we're going to just take this opportunity real quick. Let me see. Let me get it can only last 30 minutes. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Or maybe, hey, Hanson, if you're out there, can you provide a link that doesn't expire? See if you can, because I know you love Discord and you're always in there. So, Mr. Hanson, can you do me that favor? Can you see if you can create a link to share that is unlimited? Please? Are you still out there? Are you there? So share the Discord with the peoples, but make sure that you edit the settings so that it's unlimited. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're out there. Hopefully you can hook a brother up. If not, I'll send you guys a one that expires in 30 days. Sandy asked me, have I ever been to Tamaulipas? No, I have never been there. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Hanson. Appreciate it. Charles Expat says, can you rent a fully furnished place for about 800 USD? Yes, you can. I want to pay for Airbnb every month. Cool. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Michelle. All right, let's see. Oh, that's where you'll be staying in Mexico City. Yeah. Yeah, it gets chilly over there because I've been there multiple times and it always gets chilly. Is there any concern about water security? Do you have to buy all your drinking water? Yes. I mean, I wouldn't drink the water in the U.S. or anywhere you're at, period. For a million gazillion reasons, you know? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would definitely 1,000,000,000% just, buy your water. I mean, again, they bring the water to my house. They deliver it here. So, the big jugs, and then, they have a better infrastructure here for that here since everyone knows not to drink the water. So, Henson says Merida's a jungle with tigers. That's right. And cougars, lots of cougars, my guy. That's right. Lots of cougars out here. Oh, hold on. Where's there you go. Hold on.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Anyways, says only community service can create. Okay, never mind. Forget it. I got it. Okay, let me get you guys the link for the Discord. I guess I'm just gonna have to create a new link every time. So whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so there's only a 30 days and offer expires. All right, so there's a Discord link. Offer expires in 30 days, my guys. So shout out to everyone. Oh, there you go. Shout out to Aaron. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you again. Yeah, I think I mentioned you already, but I'll mention you again. We did a video together, so if you guys want to know more about living in Mexico, check out. I have a whole playlist on the channel, you know, with interviews, and he's on there. Makes it easier to find. No, don't send one, Hanson. Don't worry, I got one. I got one that says 30 days. Okay, relax. I got it. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you. Hey, let's give a round of applause, you know, to Hanson out there. All right. Hanson is my partner in crime when we did the podcast, which we're thinking about revitalizing. Would you guys be interested in a podcast of just me and my friend talking about, you know, life thing? Not life, but, you know, just like all the things that are going on, and just, you know, have a thing to add even more to the community, so you guys can all, like, you know, just come in there and, you know, shoot the shit. I don't know what else to say. And talk about other topics. You know, at the end of the day, like, it's just a regular podcast, but we like to do it live. You know, that's what makes it even more fun. So we'll do the live podcast, and you guys can join in, you know, just like you guys are now, and or listen at your leisure. But yeah, we used to do a podcast, and we're thinking about bringing it back bigger and better than ever. And so if you guys are interested, okay, good. So, but it's going to be like comedy. It's going to be, you know, talking about, you know, events. You know, what is it, like life events? Not life events, but, you know, fucking, what's the word? I can't. I'm having a brain fart. Can somebody help me out there? What is it, like current events? There you go. Current events, okay? So basically whatever's going on, we'll be talking about it, all right? So, like, I know Hanson, all he wants to talk about is Taylor Swift and Kelsey, or whatever his name is, and he doesn't want to talk about the Dolphins dropping 70 on Denver. Okay, no more football talk, all right? But anywho, this is Mexico talk. So anyway, shout out to everyone out there.
Bruh.
What is, do people out there watch NFL? What is your favorite team? By the way, yes, you can watch your favorite NFL games out here. You can watch baseball. You can watch whatever sport, cricket. You can whatever. There's a bunch of things you can do. There's options out there. Some that I can discuss here on YouTube. You know, where you can just, you know, pay for it, and some others that, you know, I can't really discuss here, but you guys can kind of figure it out. You can get for free. So shout out to everyone out there. So there we go. All right, we got a bunch of new viewers. All right, so don't worry. I'll let you know when the podcast is coming out, and that's it. So we'll launch it and let you know what's up with all that, and go from there. Let's see. Let me see more questions. Let's see if we got more questions. By the way, I see a bunch of people joining the Discord. Shout out to everyone out there. Muchas gracias for joining. Hope you guys enjoy, and keep the conversation going amongst yourselves there, okay? Just pretend I'm there, all right? Just kind of pretend I'm like, you know, the Wizard of Oz or whatever, and just kind of like overlooking the whole thing, all right? I'm not.
Bruh.
Anyways, all right, let's see. Michelle says she got so sick last year from too many margaritas. Yeah, we got, so down here in this area, we got cenotes, you know, which are even awesomer. Cenotes are like these underground watering holes. Very nice. Let's do a quick Google search on that so you guys can see what that is. So if you move out here to where I live, if you can handle the beach heat, you know, by the way, if you want to live on the beach or close to the beach, it's going to be hot all year round. It's just, I mean, you're going to have to deal with that, you know. If you don't, then don't, you know, it's okay. You can live up in a higher elevation. But, so we also have this in the jungle. So here, I'll show you real quick so you guys can see. Okay, so as you guys can see, a lot of green, all right, green. And then look, if you just put in cenotes, all right, there's, oh, that's too, oh, come on. That's actually too little. There's like a gazillion of them, right? Like a lot of them, okay? Like they're everywhere, like everywhere. They're like really like deep in the jungle, you know, with a little pueblos and stuff. Anyways, what is a cenote? That these things, these are cenotes, all right? They're all over Mexico. Isn't that awesome? I mean, not all over Mexico. Sorry, all over this region of Mexico. Isn't that cool? You can just like drive out there or take a bus and go out there. Cool, right? You go to certain areas like Homun and they have like tours. I've made videos on this as well, and we toured like 3 of these places in one time. And it's awesome. It's awesome, you know? You know, so there's so many of them that, like I said, you can go to like a village like Homun, you know, and then they'll take you from place to place to place, you know, like on one day. But you know, you go to a cenote, you're hanging out there for like an hour or whatever, and then that's it. You go to the next one and the next one and the next one. Cool, right? And then you get to eat some, you know, authentic Yucatecan food, you know, that's kind of like grilled and you know, like right there, fresh, you know, some, you know, some beans and some pokchuk, you know, which is like grilled pork. And a bunch of yummy, yummy goodnesses. So, Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can get filtered water. You know, I mean, yes, that's another solution to your water situation. You know, you can get you know, basically a water filtration system for the house or what have you. You know. Cenotes. All right, let's go back to the beach. Yeah, they're awesome, aren't they? What's the humidity like? I mean, you know, it comes and goes. The humidity is not constant like it is in Florida. I feel like the humidity comes and goes here during the season, you know, depending on the part of the year. But in like in Florida, it's just all day, every day. Jose Ortega can be our tour guide. Well, you know, it costs a lot of money for me to be a tour guide, all right? But sure, if you got the money, honey. It's like like they say in the hood. It's like you buying, I'm flying, all right? So, anywho, all right. Mead says, don't be afraid of brushing your teeth or whatever with tap water. Right, you're right. You can brush your teeth with tap water. You know, you can shower with tap water. You can, you know, you can wash your vegetables with tap water. You can do all kinds of things. Not, you know, wash your dishes with tap water. It's no big deal. But when you're drinking and water, you know, make sure it's, you know, what is it like? It's filtered water. You know, water that you get from the jug. And when you're cooking as well, even if you're boiling potatoes or boiling, you know, noodles, you know, use, you know, the filtered water. And the reason is because, again, it depends on what part of Mexico you're in. If you're like in Mexico City, it's for obvious reasons, the pollution, the this, the that, why you don't want to drink the water there. But if you are in an area like Merida, this area right here, the water is safe. It's just that it's hard water because of all the minerals in the water here, you know, from the underground water. So it's like, you know, you probably get kidney stones. So it's like either you buy filtered water or you're just going to get kidney stones from time to time and you deal with that. I mean, whatever. So it really just depends on you. So Scooby says, "Oh, come on, just we'll buy you some margaritas and tacos." Yeah, you can buy me margaritas and tacos, but it's also going to cost a lot of money, an hour. You know what I mean? Like, but no. Everyone wants to take me out for drinks and tacos. You know, I can't. You know, so, but like I said, you know, just like I offer my one-on-one Zoom calls, my Zoom meetings, you know, and I charge $100 an hour, you know, to just talk. You know, and talk again. You can ask me anything. I can help you with anything. All that good stuff. If again, I provide tons of free information, everything you could possibly need, and then some, on my website, on my YouTube channel, with all the videos, everything. So, but if it's not enough, you know, we can book a call. Now, if you want to meet me in person, you know, you can just kind of figure out what it might cost. That's it. But I mean, otherwise, I can't. When I first started out and I only had a few hundred subscribers and I only had like one person every 6 months want to meet me, yeah, that's great. But nowadays, it's like everybody wants to hang out like every day. You know, it's like I can't. You know, it's like. So yeah, Scooby, look, for reals, you know what I mean? Like I've done it before, you know, I meet people in person, you know, we do in-person consultations, you know, I can do tours, you know, Jose tours, you know, again, I'm not a tour guide, I don't know anything, you know, but I do know certain things, and if that's what you're interested, we could do that, you know, and so on and so forth, you know, but yeah, you know, I got to pay the bills too, you know. So Nick says, I saw other channels and it seems like there's just a lot of old retirement people. Yeah, I mean, there is, but there's a lot of people moving to Mexico. Where's the good beach areas between 21? I don't know. I mean, the thing is that, look, all of Mexico's age, you know, everyone, what is it? The average age of a Mexican in Mexico is like 28 to 30 something years old. You know, I talked about it before in other videos and so on and so forth. But the average age of a Mexican here in Mexico is, you know, again, 28, 30, you know, somewhere in that range. So with that being said, you know, sure, there's a bunch of boomers, you know, a bunch of retired people coming out here. Shout out to them, love them. But, you know, when you go to the beach, you know, you're going to find maybe one, you know, maybe a couple, you know, things like that. Everyone at the beach is young, you know, or families and things like that. And everyone you're going to find everywhere, you know, it's just young, no matter what beach and what area you're going. So, you know, remember, you know, when you come out here, you're the immigrant, you're the foreigner, you know, and you might be in an area or living in an area with a lot of expats. But the minute you go anywhere else, like, I don't know, the beach, yeah, you're going to see like, yeah, it's like, you know, I'm like less than 1.1% of the population. You know, it's all Mexicans. That's why when people are like, oh, the foreigners are gentrifying, it's like, no, we're not. You know, it's the Mexicans, you know, that are gentrifying. You know, they're the ones that are making the money. So, oh, shout out to Monedita de Plata. Shout out to you, brother. ¿Cómo van the plantitas? Man, it's been a brutal summer out here. No rain. Very hot, and even my regular garden has been dying. So honestly, I haven't done anything, and I'm actually going to start working on that the next few weeks. So I start working on the garden again. So shout out to you, brother. Let me see. That's right. He loves the beach too. Any questions? And I put that music back on. Jose, does the humidity mess with your phone or computer? No, not really, no. It's not that bad here. That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, the humidity is really bad in Merida, in the Yucatan. And then they end up going to like Thailand. And like, bro, it's like 1,000% humidity there. You know, what are you talking about? You know, yeah. No, it's not that bad, bro. No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know why people make it seem like it's that bad. It's better than Florida, for crying out loud. I mean, better than South Florida. So, no, it's not that bad humidity out here, right? So, trust me, that would be very brutal. You know, but we do have humidity here. You know, it's like maybe half of the year has humidity, but it's not 100 days. You know, it's not 100% of the time. It's not the whole year. Hey, do you consider dual citizen of the USA and Mexico a foreigner if they live in the USA? No, I mean, what? I don't know. I don't even understand that question. I mean, foreigner in what sense? If you're a dual citizen, then you're a dual citizen. You're not a foreigner. You know, you're a citizen in both countries. So now, if you go to Canada, then you're a foreigner in Canada. But if you're in the USA, you're not a foreigner. If you're in Mexico, you're not a foreigner because you're a citizen of both countries. Omar, hope that makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know, I think that makes sense, right? Okay. The judges say yes. The judge.
Bruh.
All right, let's see. More questions. See, we got any more questions rolling in? Let me see if I can scroll up. We got any more questions? If I missed any questions, if I missed any of your questions, please feel free to ask. But yeah, the weather here is nice. I don't know. I like the weather. A lot of people complain about the weather, but you know, I guess if it's if it's too hot, you know, I guess, you know, just there's the rest of the country. But again, you know, this is, you know, again, the reason that it's this hot is because I live right by the beach. You know, I'm an hour away, but the beach is right there, so I gotta have the same weather. I miss Mersh or commercial. I don't know what that is, bro. I have no idea. Ian. It's okay, Omar. Don't worry. It's not a stupid question. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know, man. You kind of almost, you got me there. You got me, you know? I don't know. You almost tricked me there. It's like, wait, what does he mean? Glenn says, oh, that's right. Good question, Glenn. Glenn says, wasn't the immigration supposed to be here today? Yes, he was, but he had an emergency, you know, a client emergency, and he had to go deal with that. You know, one of you guys, you know, and unfortunately he could not make it, so we rescheduled for next Thursday. Our apologies. We really sorry, for reals, you know. At least he let me know yesterday, so I could kind of let you guys know. But I know that not everybody got the alert. So again, our apologies. He will be here next week. I promise you. Otherwise, money back guaranteed. All right, I promise. All right, whatever you paid to watch this, you know, I'll make sure to reimburse you, double. Okay. So, but yeah, next week I promise. Okay. Again, it was just, you know, it is what it is. Michelle says, I'm in healthcare, and the conversations I've had, I respect the time on the planet. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate it, Michelle. Thank you very much. Oh, Michelle says, I love music and dancing, but not hanging out at bars and parties. You guys ever watch Clerks? You know, it's like, I hate people, but I love gatherings. Oh, shout out to Omar with the $2. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you very much. I'm glad I was able to answer your question to help you guys out there. That's right. Nick Baker says, medical MJ is legal in the U.S. What's the situation in Mexico? I made videos on the topic. I can't really talk about it here because, well, you know, obvious reasons. But long story short, all I'll say about that, Nick Baker, is the fact that it's decriminalized and it's legal to have and use and partake with. It is just not legal to buy or sell. Okay, so in every state is dealing with it differently. Some are more loosey-goosey with it already. Others are not. But at the end of the day, they can't really do anything to you if you have it, use it, whatever. It's just, like I said, what's legal and not legal. But again, please feel free to check out. I've done a video on it, and I did a live stream on it. So please check out those videos for complete information. But, you know, right now it's just up in the air. And if you know Mexico, it's just, you know, whatever. So. Let me see. Glenn says, more questions. Where is this beach? This beach is San Crisanto, Telchac. It's in Telchac, San Crisanto, that area. That's right, Monedita de Plaza. Yeah, by the way, Monedita de Plata has a channel dedicated to all that. So you should go check it out if you're into that. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, brother. Let me know when you're in town so we can grab a beer. Dude, that's my homie out there, right? So, you know, it's a little different with him. But let me know when you're back in town. Let's see. Any more questions? By the way, if we don't have too many questions today, and all that good stuff, we might end the show early. I usually do 2 hours plus. But again, today was an impromptu, right? Did I say it right? Like just a impromptu live stream just because Jose couldn't make it. And I did not want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to at least come on and hang out with you guys a little bit, answer some of your questions and all that good stuff. But again, if we don't have too many questions rolling in and it's just you guys hanging out, we're probably just going to, end it early so I can go watch some football. All right. So I can go work on editing a video. Right? Right. That's right. That's right. All I do is work. Work.
Bruh.
Letty says, hi, Jose. What other town or village is comparable to Merida? Anywhere in the Yucatan Peninsula, like I was saying earlier. Here, let's check out the map real quick. But, comparable in what sense? You know what I mean? Like if you're talking about, remember, the weather is a big important thing. So, there's a lot of cities that are kind of like Merida. But what the difference between Merida and other cities is the fact that, again, the close proximity to the beach and the heat and the weather. But if you are interested in something similar to this, I would check out places like, Campeche, or other places just deep in the jungle, or, if that's too deep for you, you can try places like Valladolid. I think Valladolid is a good spot, I don't know. And other places, so. Oh, the name of the beach is San Crisanto. So look, the name of that beach where this was filmed was somewhere up here. I just don't remember exactly where, but somewhere in the Telchac, San Crisanto area here. Okay, so that's what the beach that this beach right here. Okay, you got the beach that you guys are enjoying so much. All right, it's right there. So again, like about an hour away. But again, if you're just looking for a similar type city, and you don't care about the weather, or you want a cooler climate, like I was saying, areas that are similar with a cooler climate would be like San Cristobal de las Casas, or Querétaro, or Oaxaca, or Puebla. But again, like I was saying earlier in the show, Mexico's a monster country, and it's like the USA. So, everywhere's different. Right now, the Yucatan, is, again, like it's like Miami to LA to Seattle to whatever. So all these cities that I mentioned, it's the same thing. So they're all extremely different to each other, just like Seattle, LA, New York, Montana, Chicago, Kansas City, again, Tallahassee, Florida, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, whatever, so they're all very different. So, but that's the thing, though, you're asking me like, oh, what are places that are similar to Merida? There's not many. It's like if you ask me what are things that are similar to Miami or similar to, just other city. So you say you're from Texas, and again, even Texas is huge and different. Just like Houston is very different to San Antonio, to very different to Dallas, right? To very different to, to Austin. So it's kind of like out here the same kind of thing too. In the whole Yucatan Peninsula, it's it's very different. Things in Merida are different to Campeche, are different to Cancun, to Tulum. To Playa del Carmen. So like in the whole Yucatan Peninsula, Austin might be like Tulum, Miami might be Cancun, West Palm Beach, Florida was like Merida, I don't know. You can kind of figure that out there. Campeche is more like the Florida Keys, I guess. It's very sleepy. So, hope that makes sense. Does Merida have rural homes? I know there's jungles. Yes, there's tons of rural homes. You just gotta look for them. But again, see, look, when you zoom into the jungle, look at that. You see little villages. You see, village there, village. You gotta zoom in. See, look, zoom. Okay. But, you know, in the grand scheme, it's like, what? See, look, right here, like. So there's tons of rural, you know. But again, you got to be careful because let's say you buy some rural area up here in the north. I mean, the way that this is growing, you know, it's not going to be rural for too long. You know what I mean? And you got to be careful what you're buying. You know, a lot of this land as well, like in the middle of the jungle, a lot of that land is, wildlife preserves. And there's a lot of, hucksters, a lot of scammers out there trying to sell you land that can't buy, you know? I mean, they can sell you anything. They'll sell you air, but I mean, just be careful. So, can you get burgers in Merida? Yeah, of course, Michelle. No Whataburger. There's no Whataburger. Thank God. But yeah, you can get burgers, Mexican burgers, Mexicans making burgers. You can also get McDonald's, Burger King, all kinds of things like that. So. Oh, yes. I need semillas. We need semillas. I'm not a fan of Whataburger. I like In-N-Out. I prefer In-N-Out. So sorry if I offended anyone out there. But anyways. All right, 1 second. I'm going to play a little music, but give me 1 sec, okay? A little bathroom break here. I'll leave you guys here with the beach. Give me 1 second, but I think we're going to start wrapping. You know what? Yeah, we're going to start wrapping this bad boy up. I mean, I don't know if I don't think we have too many more questions here. So let me know, unless you guys have any more questions. If I don't have any questions or anything to answer or talk about by the time I get back, then we're just going to call it a night, okay? So, I'll be back. Hey. All right, let's see. See if you guys ask me some questions. All right, no questions. All right, okay. Yeah, join the Discord here. I'll send you a link here again. Join the Discord. If you want to continue the conversation, the chat, if you guys want to keep chatting right now, you guys want to keep doing that, join the Discord, and you guys can continue chatting there, hanging out there, and that's it. I think I'm going to call it a night. Don't worry about it. It's already been over an hour, so, I think we're going to just wrap this bad boy up. I'll see you guys here next week, again, same time as this week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have José Novelo out here, okay? And he's going to be answering all your questions regarding immigration. He's going to be talking about, the RNE program. He's going to be talking about, the whole thing with being 65 years and older situation, like how to get residency and just everything, okay? So he's going to clear everything up, talk about everything. And, again, it's going to be a jam-packed, awesome live stream where he's going to be talking about these things. And then after that, it's going to be, open to questions, okay? Answering all of your questions, okay? Regarding, again, not just immigration, but anything that, again, you got a Mexican lawyer. You can ask him whatever you want. But we're going to be focusing the whole episode on immigration, all right? But again, you know, you got him there, so you can ask him anything. His specialty really is real estate and you know, real estate law and tax law. You know, he's a tax lawyer, business lawyer, but again, does immigration, does everything. You know, so just FYI, all right. He's go-to for a lot of things. All right, so all right. So I think that's it. Let me see. I think we're good there. So, all right, guys. So I'll see you guys in the Discord. Kayleen Hunter says, any recommendation on someone trying to transition, moving to Merida? I met someone native to Merida who lived there last year. Yeah, I recommend you watching my channel for more information. You know, I mean, you know, I got all the information you need. Check out my website for all kinds of info, and yeah. Tony says, somebody once said they can't wait for Target stores to be made in Mexico. Coincidentally, today on the news, Target stores are closing in 4 states in the USA because all because of theft. Yeah, and I think they're actually opening up out here. I hear a lot of businesses are going out of business in the USA, but they're opening up shops out here. I heard something about Roadhouse Grill. Roadhouse Grill keeps closing places in the USA, and they're opening up here like crazy. So that goes to show you about the economy, right? So who's buying everything? So Aquarian Nick says, can someone just cross over with birth certificate? No, you need a passport. Okay, you need a passport. I realize that Merida is becoming gringofied. Not really, man. Not really. Only a few areas have American. That's it. It's not the whole population. There's over 1 million people living here. There's only like a handful of gringos, all right? So don't worry about it. Relax. There's other places in Mexico that are more gringofied. Do they have beef hamburgers there? Yes, they do. Yes. So, I think that's it, guys. You know, the whole thing's winding down. I got an NFL game to get to. I got a video to edit. I got things to do. I love you guys. I'm glad I was able to answer all your questions. I'm glad we had a great time tonight. I love you guys. Shout out to everyone. If you want to see more content, please check out the rest of my channel. Please go to my website. All right, let me show you guys my website real quick. Go to my website, all right, where I got tons and tons of free information and links and videos and everything. Anything you could want, all on the website. Come and check it out. And again, if that's not, you know, if you don't want to go to the website, fine. Go to my YouTube page. Again, everything's there. I do a little search, and you can find it. Sally says, can you eat corn on the cob all year long? No. You can only eat it 1 day out of the year. What day out of the year? You'll never know. You'll never know. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Shout out to all of you guys. I love you. You guys are the best. And we're going to keep just trolling along here. I mean, I don't know what else we're going to do here, right? So, it's going to keep chugging along. Living life out here in Mexico. So, guys, you already know the deal. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the bell icon, but more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys. Laters, Gators. Join the Discord, okay? If you want to continue the conversation, you guys want to keep chatting with yourselves and chatting and all that, go there.